Hi, everybody. I want to welcome you to DBA 670, the Capstone course. And what I'm going to do in this video presentation for you is just talk with you about the course and how you will, how it works for you, a little bit about the necessary requirements of the course, things of that nature. So I'm not presenting the video or the presentation to you in this particular recording, but I will post it in the class, in the course shell for you. Right now, what I want to do is just make sure that I talk with you about the course and how you're going to work through it, and what are the necessary pieces that you need to know. So first of all, a little bit about the course. This is a one-term plus one-term course if you need that second term. So what that means is it's a 6-credit class, 3 months long, that you have to finish your project. If the project cannot be finished, this course has an option where the instructor gives you a Y grade, and you carry it into the following term. Same course shell, but you don't pay for it twice. You just pay for it that first one time, but you finish it in that second term. This is a bridge course, and so what that means is in all the courses you've had so far, this course is different in that though we have assignments and discussion boards, they're very different. You are the project manager of getting the work done. I'm basically a coach. I help you, I read through things that you prepare and deliver to make it the best that it can be. I prepare you for the dissertation in this course. So in your writing, when an assignment is written and you submit it, I'll read it. If it's not right, I will, of course, make my comments in there, send it back to you, and you will revise it and resubmit it so that it becomes correct, and you're going to be able to move through the course with a quality project. There are assignments. I'll talk a little bit about those in a bit. And basically, in terms of what I have found through teaching this course over the years, is that students who come into the course prepared usually will finish the course in a term. Those that start the course, doing the work when they begin the course, usually it takes them 2 terms. So kind of keep that in mind when you build your Gantt chart, which is something that you're going to be doing in the first assignment. So basically, as a course description, it's a project, and I'm helping you to do the best project that you can do in this course. In your program, it's like a consulting type of thing where you go identify an organization, a site supervisor within the organization, determine a problem, and solve the problem. That's kind of the gist of what we're doing in this particular course. And in terms of course outcomes, really all of the outcomes that you are looking at as far as the program, and I'll talk about those here in a moment, but in terms of course outcomes, networking, gain access to an organization, try to determine a strengths-based intervention. You're going to conduct a data-driven analysis to determine solutions. You're going to utilize the content that you've learned in the business core and the research core, bring those ideas together to solve the problem through methodology and design. And you're going to also apply all those skills, abilities, and knowledge that you've acquired throughout the program to put it together into this capstone. So in terms of program outcomes, there are 6 in this program. They are integrate leadership theories, formulate business strategies, improve cultural competencies, establish technology-oriented initiatives to transform organizations, demonstrate thought leadership through research that you do, and so that we can develop organizational and societal solutions. And we're going to, last program outcome is to develop ethical leaders. So there are 3 assignments, 2 essentially, but there's 3 deliverables. The first deliverable is due in week 2. It is 25% of your grade. Generally, I won't let you fail. If you put the work in, I put the work in, and I don't like to, I want to prepare you for your dissertation. Otherwise, you'll find that the experience won't be as pleasant or as happy as you wanted. Dissertation is so different than coursework, and so this course is kind of that bridge course to bring you into dissertation. So there will be iterations to this particular first assignment, your project proposal and agreement. At the end of the quarter or second quarter, you have your organizational development project, which is a paper, and you'll have a presentation that you will also deliver. There will be 10 discussion boards, and I'll talk about that in a little bit on how to approach that. So the project proposal agreement due in week 2, there are a number of things about this. It's not a small project paper at all. It's actually very similar to your chapter 1 of your dissertation, where you take all of the pieces that you see of the project and put it in chapter 1 in kind of brief sort of manner, and then you move into your other chapters from there. So this PPA, the project proposal agreement, is very similar to that. You're going to have a background. You're going to talk about a background to the problem. You're going to talk about challenges that the organization is facing, and you're going to solve one of the problems or a small set of the problem, and you're going to determine that with client discussions. You're going to put in the problem statement, purpose, research questions, methodology, the design, how you're going to collect data, that kind of thing. You're also going to be creating a Gantt chart. And you're going to talk about how the program, or the problem, I should say, that you've identified with this particular organization aligns with a specific course outcome. So be sure that you kind of talk about that as well. You talk about the significance of the project, conclusion, references, and appendix. And then moving forward, we have the final paper. This is where you talk about you're going to probably include quite a bit that you have in your initial paper that you did, just because, but you just need to change the terminology or the verb tense. So oftentimes, well, I should say all the time, when you do a proposal, it's you're using future present tense verbs, whereas when you finish the project, you use verbs like in past tense. So there's a lot of that going on in this particular assignment as well. Anyway, the organizational development project paper due at the end of the quarter, you're going to provide an executive summary. You're going to describe the organization in the context of the problem. You're going to have all those sections that I referred to earlier: the problem statement, the purpose, the research questions, methodology, design. You're going to include a literature review. The literature review will support to solve the problem, and you're also going to include key theories that help you to see the problem through the lens of that theory. You're going to add the population, how you got your sample, and how you collected data. You're going to also analyze the findings, and you're going to make recommendations and have a conclusion. There will be references and appendices should you need them. Now, I can tell you that I think that in the syllabus that it asks you for like a 15-page paper, but I've seen papers up to 15 pages for the content, which is what you want to do. But then there are like references and appendices that are not a part of the content that you're putting together, making it like a 60-page paper. So it becomes a very complex, potentially complex paper for you. Then you have a presentation. This is where you're going to prepare a 12 to 15 slide presentation, about 60 seconds per slide, and you really condense the work that you did into a very solid, concise presentation. Okay, a little bit about the discussion boards now. There are 10. During week one, you're going to define your project. You're going to state who your site supervisor is at the organization that you're working with, when you met or when you will meet, and what the issue or problem is that you're looking to solve. In week two, you're going to post the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is a part of the assignment due in week two. So this really helps you to with your time management skills so that you can determine whether you're going to finish in a quarter or whether you're going to finish in 2 quarters. Now, during weeks 3 through 9, what will happen is you're going to follow that Gantt chart. So you're going to be able to talk to your instructor and to others in the class as to where you're at with regard to the Gantt chart. Are you ahead of the game or are you behind in the game? If you're behind, what are the bottlenecks? If there are bottlenecks, can I help you? Or can the site supervisor help you? Or is this something that you just need to solve yourself? Always post during the week. All right, it's my only way to determine whether or not you're actually participating in the course. If you're not participating by putting up a discussion board post in that week, you're absent, and I'll have to mark you absent. Don't want that to happen. And at any time, let me know if I can be of help. Reach out to me. Always here to help you succeed. So have fun in this course. It's really a challenging course. It's a lot of fun. Can be a lot of fun. And I'm here to help you. So always communicate with me. Thanks very much. And hopefully that this has been helpful to you. I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.